Beautiful scenery. Wonderful day. River flowing through the trees. And I'm standing at a ledge. Whatever you do, don't look down. Welcome everyone, Adam the Woo here, coming to you from Cooper's Rock State Park, the Overlook. And why have I climbed to this pinnacle of heightedness? Because Don Knotts, the man, the myth, the legend, has been rumored, it has been said, it has been written in the annals of time that he climbed up this cliff. Because the very hometown where he was born and reared and raised is right down in that valley. Morgantown, West Virginia. And if those stories are true, he had a heck of a lot of gumption to be rooting around in that terrain. I wonder if that's why they put that sign up there now. Blame it on him. It's my second channel, daily vlog channel. It's the Daily Woo. Getting up to that overlook, you have to drive down this road through the woods for a few miles. It's not so bad if I was the only one with an RV cruising through here, but there are little gullies off the side. Not a lot of room to get through here. It's a tight squeeze. Tight squeeze, to say the least. I have arrived at the stomping grounds of Fife and Furley. At least the precursor leading up to those characters. But you understand what I mean, right? He was born here in July of 1924, the youngest of 4 sons to a very poor family. He ended up going to high school and college here. So there is a lot of history of him wandering these streets. And on a side note, I've been driving around for probably a half hour trying to find parking. Every single lot, like over here and over to the right, have permit signs up that they will tow you if you are not allowed to be there. And all the little spots downtown have meters. There's nothing for an RV. Permit parking only. Tow-away zone. No parking. You would think it'd be simple in a small town, but I'm gonna have to take up 2 spaces, one there and one there. 2 different numbers, 41 and 42. I gotta pay for 2 spots. And there are quite a few violation charges. I'm probably breaking one of these, but I don't have any other options. I have followed the instructions and paid for a couple hours. I, however, am not a compact car. That was way more trouble than it needed to be. I'll be honest. Sometimes I see these Coca-Cola murals on the side of the wall and I wonder if they just repainted the vintage one or decided to insert their own bit of nostalgic flavor. This one probably was a redo, a repaint. Probably been there for a while. And check that one out. That one definitely has been up there on the side of the wall for quite some time. I like it. Across the street here, directly downtown, is the Metropolitan Theater. And they have chosen this location directly in front to unveil a statue of Don right over there next to the window. From what I've heard, this place has been around for a very long time, and he actually performed here more than a handful of times. This star signifies the spot. Entertainer. The man himself. He's the only one along the sidewalk. It's not like Hollywood Boulevard where there are countless amounts of stars. It's just him, their favorite son, and that is located in front of the statue itself, which was unveiled very, very recently. And the artist that created this did not want to portray him as a character, but more of him as a person. Now there is the Barney Fife hat and a script. I'm not sure what movie that would have been the script for. Maybe Mr. Limpet, perhaps? A few weeks ago I visited the hometown of Andy Griffith in Mount Airy, North Carolina. There is a statue of Andy and Opie making their way to the fishing hole. Originally there was going to be a Barney statue, but the estate of Don Knotts did not allow it, and that statue was removed completely, erased from existence. And it's only until in recent days that this one was placed in his hometown. Not Mount Airy, not honored in the hometown of Andy Griffith, but highly praised here in Morgantown, where he belongs. I love this guy so very much. Most people remember him from the years he spent in Mayberry and all the awards he won on that show. But one of my favorite sitcoms of all time was Three's Company. Later in life, he played Mr. Furley, and he did it very well. Thanks for the laughs, man. Thanks for the laughs.
I remember. It was so good. Well, take care.
At one point, this building with the very unique window angles used to sell Baldwin pianos. And across the street, look at this old movie theater, the Warner, currently up for sale. This place is incredible. The old neon, the original marquee, the Hollywood Boulevard-esque architecture. And it's not just the front of the building that leads into the theater itself, but also the shops directly next to it are connected to the building as well. I especially like the coming soon displays that are still here. The glass have been removed, but they're still here. The town's history museum, I'm thinking, has some artifacts and some mementos of the past and relics of the person that this vlog is concerning. However, they are closed today. Not that it would matter, because even if I got inside, I would not be able to take photos or film or document anything. So the fact that the door is locked really doesn't make much of a difference when it comes to this vlog. I like that old VW Volkswagen bus. They found a parking spot. Dang it. There are just so many cool buildings. I really like the vibe of this place. And I think that was another mural up there. All the paint has worn off, weather has deteriorated it, but at one time something was being promoted up there on the 3rd level. This guy looks like he's been around for a while. He looks like a local that knows a lot of the lore and the legends. What was it like to see Don Knotts wandering around here, around this area? What was it like, sir? And I may be jumping the gun on this, but this person might need a doctor. I might call a doctor on this one. It's hard to decide, but no, you're good? All right. Whew. I thought that was an emergency. This is the point where I learned something I never knew before. Zachwill Morgan, the founder of the town that I am parading currently around. He also has a statue in honor of him. And he should, because this entire area was named for him. Casey Neistat? Fife Avenue. Look at that. This road is named Fife Ave. And it's very steep. Oh, I don't know if, I'm dragging. I just dragged a little bit. This was not made for an RV. I'm wondering, is this the road, obviously renamed after his character on Andy Griffith Show, but is this the road where his mother's boarding house was that he grew up on? Couldn't find much information online as far as an address goes, but I'm thinking it was right in this area here. It overlooks downtown, a very majestic view. Could have been right here on these same roads that he wandered around as a child and a young adult. No one really knows for sure, but that's a hint, if ever there was one. If these cobblestone streets could talk. Wow, this is steep. This was his alma mater also. This is where he went to college. Oh my gosh, this is like straight down. Please hold on, brake system. Oh my gosh. This is not made for large Marge. You're doing good, girl. You're handling it well. Later in life, when he would return to town, he he would stay in the Morgan Hotel located right there. I actually stayed there once many years ago when I was in a band. We were touring and we didn't play here in Morgantown. We were passing through and they booked a room there because there was nothing else available. There was a huge bike week or some sort of bike event going on, and that was the only thing for hundreds of miles that had availability. The next morning I walked down, filmed an unedited vlog. The star, Don Not Star, was removed. Gosh, when was that? How many? That was quite a few. You know what? What the heck? Barney? Oh, never mind. I thought that was his police car for a second. And even though he grew up here and was born here and called this place home, his final resting place is not here. It's in Los Angeles. I did a vlog at his headstone and his grave a couple years ago as well. It's interesting that he's buried in California and not his hometown. Well, Bigfoot, we're back on the interstate, heading straight northbound. That's right, buddy. You guessed it. We are in Pennsylvania. Vlog over.